What is going on, all you Pokemon collecting maniacs out there? This is Ryan, the PikiPikaPapa, and first off, I want to say thank you. Thank you for leaving comments. Thank you for asking questions. This video is a direct reflection of some comments and questions that I've got from some of the videos that I've done in the past. So thank you very much for making this possible. Here's how I view this. I view this as a business, and I view you as the client. So even though you're not paying me any money, like, you are spending time with me. And in my world, time is more valuable than any amount of money. So I want to make sure that I'm giving you the very best content possible. And when you guys ask questions and when you guys leave comments, it makes me think, it challenges me to be a better content creator. So I absolutely love that, and I can't thank you enough. If you are new to this channel, we would love for you to subscribe. We would love for you to leave comments. Like, we'd love you to be a part of our team. We are going to be playing chess where everybody else is playing checkers. We love to look at data. We love to talk at complex problems, and we like to be the best in the Pokemon space. So that's what we're all shooting for here. So what happened was, I did a video not long ago on Crown Zenith, and I compared it to other specialty ETBs. So specialty ETBs to me are simply ones where you can't buy booster packs and booster boxes. You have to get them either through Elite Trainer boxes or through some of the other boxed products that Pokemon puts out, okay? So those are the specialty ETBs in my mind. And I compared Crown Zenith to the ones that have been sunset, and I looked at the growth of the sunsetted ones, and I said, hey, long term, this is what we could expect from Crown Zenith, which a lot of people are really, really excited about. Some of the great comments that I got was, hey, why didn't you include Shining Fates? Why didn't you include Pokemon Go? And my response was, well, I didn't want to include it in there because you can still buy these at MSRP on Pokemon Center. So why would I include them in a long-term data analysis of what sunset products have done? Like, to me, it didn't make sense. But then over the last couple days, I just been rolling it around in the old noodle upstairs, and I thought about it, and I was like, well, that's one way to look at it. But another great way to look at it is, hey, while we're looking at the success of sunsetted products, we still have Shining Fates at MSRP. We still have Pokemon Go at MSRP. Let's see how they stack up to those other boxes, especially since we know what the cards are selling for right now. These products are a little more baked. Like, we know Crown Zenith is going to drop. We know it's going to be exciting, but we don't know what the cards are going to be at price that right off the bat. We don't know how exciting it will be. These products, we already have a lot of insight. So I do you a disservice if I don't look at these products right now with all of the data that I just pulled. Also, and this is what's going to make our channel so powerful, is we have some unexpected correlated data that has come up over the last couple videos. So when I did the video on PSA grading, Pokemon Go and Shining Fates was in it. When I did, my booster box analysis, and we looked at, hey, the middle 16 versus the box price, like, that is going to all play into here. So as we continue to build this channel out, we're going to get more and more data points, and we're just going to get better and better. Each of them is going to be a different brush stroke on this awesome painting of, the Pokemon hobby that we're putting together with every video that comes out. So really excited. Can't wait to share all this stuff with you. I am also going to let you in on a little insight. So my real job, I travel all over these great United States of America. So if you ever see these crazy backgrounds and some funky lighting, like, I am not living in a dungeon. I don't have 78 rooms in my home. I am usually going to be in different hotel rooms. So I just wanted to get that out there now. It will not slow down my content creation. Honestly, it'll probably ramp it up a little bit, because all I do is sit in a hotel room and miss my family and think about awesome videos to make for you guys. So without further ado, my big thing is Pokemon Go and Shining Fates being overlooked right now? Very first one we're going to look at right here is Shining Fates. And this is the one I'm most excited to talk about, and I am going to be 100% honest with you. As soon as I got done putting this together, I ordered 2 Shining Fate sealed booster boxes immediately off eBay. With taxes, with shipping and everything, I got them for right around $46.50 each. So less than MSRP, less than the market price according to TCG Player. I'm really happy with those pickups. I had none in my collection. I bought them today as soon as I got done with doing this. So a 52-week high for Shining Fates is at $78, right? That was back in January of 2022. And then they started reprinting and they started relaunching, and you can see the price just plummets. But it's been holding pretty steady, in the high 40s, low 50s, and now you can see we're starting to get that little tail up. This product was launched in February of 2021, right? This is almost a 2-year-old product. I feel like the productions and the relaunches of this, I think we are going to be done. I think this is going to be the last big restock of Shining Fates. I don't think there's going to be a lot more. If there are, I don't think they'll be as heavy as they have been recently. I know I see these in my local Walmart. Like, to me, this is an exciting chance to buy a 2-year-old product at MSRP right before it sunsets. Incredibly exciting, incredibly powerful time to buy in on it. All of the other specialty ETBs that I looked at, none of them have remained at MSRP price after sunsetting. Every single one of them have gone up. So buying this now at MSRP price 2 years after launch is an incredible opportunity to get in because you don't have to wait those 2 years. If you had bought this for MSRP when it came out, you would be flat. You have the ability to leapfrog those 2 years of just sitting there flat unless you sold at that high point. You have the ability to get in at the base right now, which I think is incredibly exciting and incredibly powerful. I also think there's tons and tons of positive chatter about this box. A lot of the other much bigger, much more powerful influencers than me. I don't even consider myself an influencer. I'm just a talking head who shares data. But a lot of the big guys out there are talking about Shining Fates, they're talking about the products, they're talking about the booster packs, and how they think this is going to be good in the long term. I also love this set because there's a big Charizard in it, which means long term there's going to be lots of excitement around it. And then when I talked about that unintended correlated data, when I was doing the PSA grading report, remember in November, Shining Fates was one of the most graded sets out of all of the TCG community. That is a good thing. It dropped off in December, it dropped off the top 10 list, but that might be because people are now saying, hey, this is a product worth keeping sealed. Maybe we're not ripping as much, maybe we're not sending as much in, but there's lots and lots of excitement around there. I think this is a really awesome time to get into Shining Fates. I think the fact that you can buy it now for the same price you could have bought it when it launched is just an awesome, awesome opportunity, okay? So now let's take a look at Pokémon Go. Pokémon Go came out much more recently, right? This was a July of 2022. The product is still shaping out, like it didn't have this big spike after drop. You know, you can buy it now for actually a little below MSRP. I saw Dave and Adam's Card World. You can actually buy the regular Elite Trainer box for $34.99. So you can buy it below market price. I think that is a steal right now. I know the Pokemon Center has the Pokemon Center exclusive box for $64.99 right now. I think long term that's the way to go. I think that there won't be as many reprints of that. I think there's a finite amount of it. Anything that's specialized, if it was me, and I will, I always put my money where my mouth is, I'll buy one or two of those Pokemon Go Poke Center Elite Trainer boxes. Again, calling out no ETBs after they've sunset or still selling at MSRP. You know, when we looked at that PSA graded, we also saw that this is one of the most graded sets out there right now. The Radiant Charizard was also one of the top 10 most graded cards. Lots of excitement, lots of people talking about this, right? Like everything that you want to see in a product to build some momentum is here with Pokemon Go. And now, this next slide is my Technicolor Dream Code of data. You all have seen it before. If you are new to this channel, you need to go back and watch my Sword and Shield or my Sun and Moon videos because it's going to explain this in great detail. It's going to explain why I look at it. It's going to explain what it is. It's going to explain why I think it's important. I have always done this for booster boxes. This is the first time that I have done this for another product, specifically Elite Trainer boxes, but I still think it is very valid because I don't think it's quite as impactful as it is in the booster box, but at the end of the day, when you're buying an Elite Trainer box, yes, you're buying a sealed product and that's awesome. Like there's value in having a sealed product, but you also are buying the value of the contents inside it. I think over the long term, as the Pokemon hobby continues to grow and mature, as we get more and more sophisticated investors, as people come like me from a sports card investment background into a Pokemon investment background, we're going to be looking for sealed products that have valuable items in it. You want big chase cards and you want the product and the set as a whole to have value in it. That's why I look at this stuff. And you know there's a black line underneath the value that I think is the most important, which is the middle 16 over the box price. It's just a ratio. I will tell you this. I haven't shot the videos yet, but I did this analysis, the one I did for Sun and Moon, the one I did for Sword and Shield. I've already done it for XY, and I've already done it for Black and White, and it has confirmed that this number should be in the single digits. So when you look at Pokemon Go, and you see that at 35% almost, and you look at Shining Fates, and you see it at 12% almost, like that tells me it's out of whack. Okay, something has to change, and in order for that ratio to come back, either the box price has to go up, or the card prices have to go down. So when we look at a product like Pokemon Go, it's a little bit newer, so the people are going to be chasing the cards a little bit, so I expect to see their singles a little bit higher, but it is 6 months in, so a lot of that depreciation is probably built in. I think the prices will come down some. I don't think that they're going to crater. I think Pokemon Go is a better product than I thought it was. I will tell you right now, Pokemon Go was a product where my heart was telling me no, but now looking at the data, my head is telling me yes. And that's really, really powerful stuff that we're going to continue to build in this channel, because we have to think with our heads. Our hearts, listen, we're human beings. Our hearts, they always have the best interest in mind, but they can certainly lead us astray. Pokemon Go is one of those products for me. I don't know if it's because I'm not a fan of the game. I don't know if it's because of the very first product that me and my kids bought together and we ripped and we pulled nothing, but for whatever reason, Pokemon Go has a bad taste in my mouth. But now that I've seen this data, I'm going to get in it and I'm going to buy it because financially and the data tells me it's a good buy. Celebrations, on the other hand, has me freaking out. So you guys know that on my big three, Celebrations is one of the items that I'm going out and purchasing. I'm not going to stop investing in Celebrations. I still think long-term, a 25-year Celebration product, I think it's going to hold a lot of value. But I might not go out and buy 10 or 15 ETBs like I was thinking about originally. I might back that off a little bit until I start to see more of what these card values are going to do. Because right now, you have the one big card at the top, and everything else, the cards aren't worth a ton of money. And I still believe the value of the content of the box is what's going to drive the long-term sealed value of products. Shining Fates has a big Zard up there. And Champion's Path, obviously, that has two big Zards up there. And you see that their box prices and their middle 16 versus box price, look at the divergence. So Shining Fates is at 12.26, Champion's Path is at 3.34. The biggest difference here is just the booster box price, right? Like the booster box price is double on Champion's Path than it is on Shining Fates. I have done this for, at this point, I don't know, 50, 60 different products. Single digits is where this is going to get, and there's only two ways to go. Pokemon Go, I think the box price has to go up. I think the card price will come down a little bit. Shining Fates, I think a lot of the card prices are already built in. Again, this is a 2-year-old product. I don't think the card prices are going to change. I think for that ratio to come back in line, the booster box price is going to go up. I can't tell you enough how excited I am to be buying Shining Fates. I might even buy more in the morning. So I think overall, this is a really, really good indication of what these products might do compared to previous products in the future. I'm super pumped. Again, I can't say that enough. Sometimes I repeat myself, so I'm sorry. At the very end, here's what I think. These 4 boxes right here, Hidden Fates, Shining Legends, Champion's Path, Celebrations, all of them, they are averaging a 40.9% average annual rate of return, which is absolutely ludicrous and bonkers. I think there is going to be a big shift to Crown Zenith when it launches. I think we're going to be getting ready for Scarlet and Violet. I think that those MSRP price increases that come with Scarlet and Violet, I think there's going to be a lot of focus and attention on those products, which I think is either going to give us buying opportunities for Pokemon Go or continued buying opportunities for Shining Fate. And I'm hoping that they don't print Pokemon Go into oblivion, because they are going to be shifting to Crown Zenith and they're going to be shifting to Scarlet and Violet and those new MSRP prices. So only two things can happen. Either Pokemon Go and Shining Fates are going to follow suit and they're going to follow the same trend that these other 4 ETBs have, maybe not at a 40.9% annual rate of return. Nobody expects that. I would be happy with anything at 10% or higher. I think 10% is a great number to go after. Or are they going to buck the trend? Are they going to stay at MSRP for longer? Me, if I'm a betting man, I think that there is enough data out there. I think that there's enough historical evidence to feel really, really good that these products are going to follow suit and maybe not continue at that high 41% rate of return, but I certainly think that this is a great time to get in, especially Shining Fates. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm getting into both, and I now think I've convinced myself to call more or buy more Shining Fates in the morning. So super excited. Hope you guys love this content. One last time, if you are new to this channel, we'd love to have you as a subscriber. Go ahead and click that button, and we'll continue to crush some great content. So you guys have an awesome night. I appreciate you as always, and we'll talk soon.